Page 32, 20 across the avenue. 4/4 time, 1 flat where you are in the key of D minor. Make sure you can do the D minor scale. Preferably 2 octaves up and down, about now. Let's cover the notes and the rhythms and the fingerings. I don't particularly care for some of these fingerings, so I'm going to make some suggestions. You're starting out here in the right hand. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And that D is tied. Next measure, and 2. Now here, they're going 1, 2. I would really suggest here that you simply reach down 1 key and use 2. This comes in handy later on. If you just stick with this fingering each time, you get this passage here. And then on measure 5, you just reach up with 2nd finger. You're right there where you need to be. And then to measure 6 for the 8th note, you're holding the half note down with 5th, you just use 4th finger. You keep covering 6 keys. That's all right, we can do that. Measure 9, up here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then go on. Again, reach down 2, 1. And then going on to measure 13, just reach up with 2nd finger. See, if you did that, now you got to use 2nd finger again. I don't like doing that, so that's why Let's go over to page 33. First couple of lines, hopefully you can get those okay. Well, a measure 23, you're down low, but hopefully you know these notes. A. And then for measure 25, you're up here. I recommend you start with a 1, 4 here. And then a 2, 5. See, that's the chord. And I've got it all in one hand position. And that D is tied, and then you're going to add the G to it. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Now in the next measure, it doesn't really matter if you do 1, 4 or 1, 5, because you got to move up. So if you do 1, 4, your hand stays in the same pattern. And again, 2, 1. So forth. Left hand here at the beginning. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. They're saying the next measure. 1 and 2 and 3. Cross over. That's okay, because you got quite a stretch. I mean, you can in the 2nd measure go here and then 2nd finger and then thumb over and then here. Different ways of fingering it, but the fingering here in the book is fine. That way you're ready to go on the next measure. And measure 5, hold the whole note down. I'm doing 5, 2 here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and. You have to hold the whole notes down now. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. And I'm 2nd finger on that D already. I don't know why they're showing thumb on that, but I would suggest 2nd. That's fine. You need 2nd finger on it eventually. So just use 2nd. It's rather repetitious in the left hand, so let's try the hands together here. 1 and 2. See, that comes in between the quarter notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and. It's just that 2 hands have 2 different rhythms going, and it's important that you get them. It will be very mechanical at first until you figure it out, and then eventually you'll start to feel this rhythm. Measure 9. Here, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And 2 and 3 and 4 and. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Measure 19. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. That comes right on 1. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. By the way, on measure 20 in the left hand, use fourth finger on that last note so you're ready to go on. There. So the measure 20 is 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. There, measure 26. The G and the G come down at the same time on beat 1. The D is held over. So again, on measure 25, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. Now, measure 30, look out. 1 and 2 and 3. And right after each other. 1 and 2 and 3. So forth. So the rhythms are tricky. Then we can add the articulation. Staccatos and slurs. Short, slight wrist staccato here. The left hand, you play it as legato as you can for the most part. Just 1, 2. You can lift up there and measure 2. Lift before the slur. Measure 9. And measure 16 at the bottom, it's an accent. Just a little extra on that one note. The measure 17, play this legato as you can. Measure 19, they're both staccato. Now, measure 24 to 25. I would connect all of that together. Because these lead into it. Leads into here. So I'd connect it to it. Then at the end, the last couple measures, you're here, 1 and staccato, and an accent staccato, a little extra, to here, boom. Then we can add the dynamics. This is for the right hand. The left hand needs to be background. It needs to be just supporting it. Don't get in the way. What do you think moderately soft is? I don't know. Make the left hand lots soft. Crescendo to here. That B is your note. That's what you want. Then you're going to crescendo starting at measure 5. You're only going to go up to moderately loud. That's not very much between moderately soft and moderately loud. So you got 4 measures to do it in. So you might just like 2 measures at a time or so, just going up a hair, just to. Measure 9, you're moderately loud in the right hand. In the left hand, you've got to be soft yet. Then you're going to swell up again. Right there. You land on that B. Right there, that's what you. Then come back down and you're going to go up to loud. Moderately loud. This is the half notes. That's what we. And you're going to go down to moderately soft. Now now that's the left hand gets the melody. That's moderately soft. Gonna go up, back up to moderately loud for the half notes. Then to measure 23, you're soft. When you have a crescendo, you're gonna go up to loud for measure 25. Each one of these is a little louder, but don't get loud there. This is loud. That's what we want is loud. A little bit louder. Again, you're going to crescendo. Land on that B natural. Then come down to a moderately loud here. And so you're going to crescendo up to very loud to the end. So come down so you got more room to get louder because you got the whole last line to get louder. And you don't want to be very loud to the last measure. So it's... Now it's there. And I don't know that you need an accent with very loud. It just, the last note needs to be louder than anything before it in the whole piece. But collapse the wrist here. Don't get tense and play with stiff wrists. That doesn't work. Then we deal with the speed. Well, it's about a march tempo actually. Left, right, left, right, left. I'd like to play this with you very slowly to double check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not going to do the dynamics, but I will do the staccatos and stuff. So I'll give us 4 counts. Let's just check it. And just one hand at a time if you need to make sure you got it. I'm hoping you've made an attempt to learn it first and you're not just going to copy me. 1 and 2 and ready and go and 1 and